Hey everybody, welcome back to the AfterLife SMP server. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. We've got some stuff and some things to be going over today. I've got some clips for you, trying not to show off too much, but there's a few things that have happened over here in Spawn, something that's happened over at the base that I want to show you guys to start off today's episode, and all kinds of fun things happening today. But as always, ladies and gentlemen, before we get started with today's episode, I want to go ahead and mention that the other AfterLife members are doing some fantastic things here on the server. I highly recommend checking them all out. Their links are down in the description, as well as the AfterLife Discord. If you guys don't know, we have a Discord that you guys can join, post some memes, post some Minecraft screenshots, chat with some of the AfterLife members and other people in the community. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, link is down in the description below to the Discord, as well as the channel names and the channel links of all the other AfterLife members. But to get started with today, ladies and gentlemen, we've got some things to be doing, actually some things to be showing over at the base. Let's head on over to the base, and I will show you all what progress we've made. I've been trying to make some decent progress over here at the base. I actually haven't shown this quite yet, but I've started a little bit of a pathway right here with some coarse dirt and some red sand, thinking about mixing in some brown concrete powder. Perhaps I got a lot of suggestions, a lot of good suggestions, I think, on the last episode or the episode before that, whichever episode it was. But I've also made over here, as you might be able to tell, a nice little bridge design. Did this all on stream, so I think some of you guys who are watching this may have already seen this. Not entirely sure how I feel about the stripped oak. I'm thinking I might try switching that out with some stripped spruce and see how that works. If that blends in a little bit better. Actually, let's try that real quick. Actually, the more I look at this, the more I do think that stripped spruce is probably a better idea for this. But I also tried adding in some stairs, as you can see right there, to kind of break it up, make this bridge look kind of run down, worn down, as well as you can see the leaves around here. But on top of this bridge, you'll see some of these trap doors in some places. You'll see some leaves in the pathway, and you might also see some holes in the floor a little bit to try to show that this place is kind of dilapidated. It's not really being taken care of. I decided to add the barrels in, as well as like little posts, I guess, on the sides, and I think they actually work out pretty well. So this isn't the best bridge, but I do think the bridge works pretty well for this area. And I added some like little mineshaft entrances down here. I want to have maybe some sort of rail system that comes through here. I don't really know what to yet, but this is just the original idea I have for this area. So let me know what you guys think of this down in the comment section below. I think this is going to look pretty good, especially with that stripped spruce. I definitely think that stripped spruce looks a lot better than the stripped oak. So but yeah, let me know regardless down in the comment section, ladies and gentlemen. But if we head over to this way, you'll see I've been expanding the wheat field, all kinds of crops growing here, and you can see all the cows over there as well. I've been breeding up the cows a lot. I've got a lot, and I mean a lot of steak right now, so we are plenty good on steak. I'll continue to breed up these cows. The thing I have noticed though is that the more cows I breed up, the laggier this place gets. So I do need to keep track of how many cows I have, how many entities there are, and make sure that it doesn't get too big. Otherwise, this area will just kind of lag out, and that's not what we want. That's not what we want at all. But ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it, I think, for this base update area. I'm going to continue to work on this off camera and on streams and on camera a little bit later. Obviously, this base is a current in progress sort of area, and I'm actually really excited to get moving with it, because I think that there's a lot of potential for this area. I think as people commented 2 episodes ago, that there was a lot of potential. So I definitely think that there's a lot we can do here, and I'm really excited to get started with it. But ladies and gentlemen, let's head on over back to spawn, and I've got some other things to discuss in this episode. Next up, we've got a very interesting thing that's on top of my spawn house. I actually logged into the server. I was told to be recording whenever I went ahead and logged into spawn, or at least came over to spawn, and oh boy, we've got ourselves a magnificent little creation that I think you guys will enjoy. So a little birdie told me that I needed to be recording when I came into spawn. I think I might be in spawn. If not, we're gonna have to fly over to spawn. We are in spawn. Okay. Let's see what a little birdie has left for me somewhere. Maybe. What is this? What? What is this? Why am I so thin? What? Why? Why is this a thing? What did I do? All right, so this was from a certain person who I've been have some issues with on the server. Is there anything in here? Oh my gosh. Redstone? Oh man. You're starting to get a big hit with all of your skill. Yeah, so this is GP was the one who told me to log in, and I get a free redstone purchase. This is the greatest shop advertisement ever. Thank you, GP. This is marvelous. This is absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much, GP. Thank you. I'm probably never gonna use this, but you know, it's thank you. Oh my gosh. So this isn't a prank, apparently. This is a nice shop advertisement. I can get behind that. I can 100% get behind that. This is really cool. This is really cool. And last but not least, we've got ourselves something pretty weird actually over here at my spawn house. I found an item. I found a thing in the house that doesn't belong there. So something very strange has happened over here at my spawn house. If we go inside, there's a diamond where I found some string actually on the top, so you can see the string in my inventory right now. There's some string just kind of in here. There's some over my bed as well. I don't really know what that's all about, but that's creepy. If we look here, don't check this below this. Good luck, White. A friend. Who is the friend? So I actually have already checked below this. There's nothing showing down here. I think I have all the stuff in my inventory that I need, yeah. There's nothing showing down here. So I'm guessing that there's lava underneath of here, but that would catch, actually fire spread's not on, so that may not catch everything on fire. Let's see what this is. That's it? There's nothing? I only got 1 diamond from that as well with a fortune pick. That's weird. Help. I don't know what just happened. Anyways, I'll take the free diamond, whoever gave it to me. You're awesome. Thank you for the diamond. And I guess we all move on with our days. We will certainly have to get GP back for this. Yeah, it's... He says I have a big head. Okay. Okay, I see how it is. GP. I'll have to think of some ideas as to what's coming next for Mr. GP. He seems to be picking a bone with my spawn house, and I don't know if I like that. Although I will take the free redstone and the free block, so thank you. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, for the remainder of today's episode, I've got something pretty special for you. So, you guys know this thing over here, right? This games district area. We've got this beautiful entrance. We've got a few games here and there. Nothing too major. But if we go around this way, you'll see I've claimed a little bit of a plot of land right here. Future site of WhiteFyr's Bouncy Castle coming soon. So I've actually designed a new mini game here on the server. I will say before building it that there is no sort of timing mechanism. So if any of the other AfterLife members want to help with some redstone trickery, they're more than welcome to reach out to me, or I might reach out to someone else. But basically the idea is a bouncy house, but instead of being a bouncy house, it's a bouncy castle, like one of those blow up sort of bouncy air filled things that kids a lot of times like to bounce around in. So I thought it'd be pretty fun to have something like this on the server using slime blocks, as well as there's something else that goes into it as well. A little bit of a race, a little bit of a timer to see who can get up to the very top first. And right now it's just manual timer, but like I said at the beginning, I would like to add some sort of redstone timer, which I'm not really sure how to do. So I've been trying to mess around with some redstone in the creative test world that we have, the AfterLife creative world, and I haven't figured out anything quite yet, but I'm still learning redstone, so obviously I'm not gonna be the best at it. So yeah guys, we've got a bouncy castle to build. I've already got a design laid out. I already know exactly what I want to do for it. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time. I think it is time-lapse time here on the AfterLife server. Let's hop into it. Enjoy. And there we have it. This place is now complete. The Bouncy Castle mini game should be all but complete. Like I said earlier, I don't really have a timing system down, but if people, AfterLife members, want to go ahead and time themselves, it's probably the best way of doing this. I added some leaves around the area as well, and the whole thing is now complete with this little barrel right here where you can put your player time. So I figured it would probably be a good idea to showcase exactly how this thing is supposed to work, what the fastest route is, and if there are any AfterLife members watching, basically how to do this. Because this is more of a speed run sort of mini game. I mean, you can sort of bounce around if you want to, but this is really more of a speed run sort of mini game. So the whole point of this, right? We have ourselves a little bit of some slime blocks here, a little bit of a bouncy castle. Basically, if you fall down to here, you bounce on this stuff. And part of actually the speedrun part is that you need to actually use these little slime blocks here. So basically the time starts as soon as you cross this threshold right here. That's when your time should start. And essentially the way I would do this and the way that I've been doing this is you want to go to this back area right here. The goal is to get all the way up to the very top right there where there is a dispenser right there with some paper in it so you can write down your time. And your time doesn't stop until you come back down here and cross that threshold. You have to cross that to come across and cross that again to come back down. So yeah, basically what I would do is this back area is the only real way you can go up, and you have two sort of choices here. You can go on this side or you can go on this side. This side is the easier path simply because you can do that, and the whole point of this is to bounce. I know you can actually parkour from there to there or just jump from there to there. The whole idea is to use these slime blocks though, only using ladders and slime blocks basically to bounce around here. And once you get up here, obviously you can parkour this. Now that's not the intention here, so I would highly recommend that our AfterLife members don't do that. You could technically do that and get an extremely fast time, but the whole goal of this is to bounce off of that slime block onto there. So it may take a few attempts. As you can see, I have these slabs around here, so it can be kind of difficult to land directly in the middle, but the whole idea is to come up this ladder. The idea is to bounce off of here, which let's see if I can do it. Oh, I came close that time. See, I've gotten this before, and I don't know what I'm doing differently this time. I think I'm going a little bit too far in my jump, which something you definitely have to be careful of. You want to do... Oh, so close that time. Yeah, you definitely want to try to get as far straight up and down as you can. You kind of want to do something like that, except don't land on the slabs. The slabs make it really difficult to get a nice centerpiece. There we go. Just like... Seriously? Seriously? There we go. So yeah, basically you come up here, you'd press this, and you get yourself a nice piece of paper, and you can go ahead and do a little bit of a, basically put down your time that it takes you to get all the way up here. So people can, basically people can go back and forth as much as they want to, but the whole goal is in order to actually get up here and have a valid time, you need to bounce off of this slime block right here, which is very, very important. Now going from basically here to there, I mean, if you wanted to parkour, you could. That'd make things a lot easier because you can honestly get to this ladder right from that parkour area right there. But the whole point is you need to be able to bounce off of here up onto here and get this piece of paper. So I'm gonna go ahead, guys, I think, and time myself and see how fast I can go. I would recommend also taking off your light shirt in order to do this because sometimes the electric can mess with things, so I definitely recommend taking that off. But you can keep the rest of your armor on and stuff. Okay, guys, got my stopwatch ready. We're gonna park right here. 3, 2, 1, go. All the way across to the back here, up to the ladder. I'm gonna go ahead and use the bounce method as well, which is basically this. It is not the fastest time, but that's the way that I intended for this to go. Essentially, I'm gonna go up here, bounce off of there, all the way up to here, grab a piece of paper, and across we go. It's about 18, roughly 18, almost 19 seconds, it looks like. So that's one of the faster times. I think you can get it down to about 15 seconds. But that's a fairly reasonable time right there. So essentially, oh, you know what? I actually need an anvil. Let's go find myself an anvil. I meant to go grab one. But yeah, I'm going to put down the time I have on my stopwatch is 18.8 seconds. It might be a little bit different on the screen. Hopefully I have a bit of a timer that I had running as well as soon as I said go. But let's go ahead and grab myself an anvil. So WhiteFyr, 18.8 seconds. Like that. WhiteFyr 18.8 seconds. So something like that. You can go as far down in the milliseconds as you want. Actually, while we're up here, let's go ahead and grab an anvil, because otherwise I'll forget. And I'm sure people will be very happy to know that there's an anvil over there for them to put their times on and whatnot. And that's currently how things work. If I end up changing things in the future, obviously everyone can redo their times and stuff. But as of right now, as soon as I put this in, this thing will officially be open for business. People can come over here to the mini game district and do whatever they please with it. So 18.8 seconds, something like that. You basically your name dash and then whatever the time is in seconds. So yeah, I imagine most people will be close to my time, if not better than my time, because I was kind of looking down at my phone as well for the time as well. So I don't know. Hopefully people will actually enjoy this mini game though. I think this could be a little bit of fun. I think it's a very short mini game, and I think I could have done different things with it. But this is an idea for a mini game I've had in my head for quite some time now that I at least wanted to get down on paper. I know some people may struggle with this middle portion right here, obviously, because you can just, technically speaking, you can just parkour over here, but that's not a valid time. If I see someone doing that, that's not a valid time. Now, if you're over here and you miss something and you want to just hop back onto a ladder, you're more than welcome to do that. But the whole point is to stay on the slime blocks, only go on these stone brick whenever you have to, but stay on the slime blocks and the ladders and use that sort of stuff as your time. Otherwise, I mean, this would be super easy. I could probably get this done in 10 seconds probably, coming up this ladder and just parkouring over. That'd be one of the easiest things in the world. But that's not the intention of the minigame. So hopefully people enjoy this. Hopefully people don't think this is the worst minigame in the world. Let me know what you guys think of it down in the comment section below, ladies and gentlemen. I will always be great to have your feedback. If you have anything else you think that should go with this minigame, feel free to let me know that as well, because I think the build itself I'm quite happy with, but the minigame itself might use some work. I also see that there's King of the Ladder over here. I don't think this is done, but this is looking really, really good. I really want to play some King of the Ladder right now. That looks really, really good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, though, that's going to wrap things up for today. Hopefully you all enjoyed this episode of the AfterLife SMP. If you did enjoy the video, go ahead, smash that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're new and or not already subscribed. But anyways, guys, take care, and I'll see you later. Oh yeah, I got a big nose. Oh yeah, I got a big nose. I got a really, 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 really big nose. This looks really weird on me. Why am I even wearing this head? This looks just so weird on me. Oh well, it is what it is. Maybe I'll have to do something about that. We definitely have to get GP back. Maybe I need to give him a big nose.